On today's episode, we are in Ketchikan, Alaska. Come with us as we explore the town and Laurie gets to meet one of her favorite TikTokers. Also, naturally, we continue eating our way through this cruise vacation. All that and more on Laurie and Gary Cruise. Come and cruise with us. Come and cruise with us. Come and cruise with us, and you won't regret it. Well, a beautiful morning from Ketchikan, Alaska. This is my morning view from the back of the buffet. I enjoyed a cup of coffee here while soaking in the sights, and then I decided to head to the Cosmopolitan, one of the main dining rooms, for breakfast. Alone, Gary wasn't up yet. And this would be the only time either one of us ended up going to the main dining room for breakfast. Mainly because if you watched our last video, I mentioned that it would take up to 3 hours to have dinner. So besides the fact that we weren't the earliest risers, we simply wouldn't be hungry early in the morning because we had eaten so late at night. And when I complain about the long dining times in the main dining room, I'm not complaining about the individual servers. I felt that everyone was kind, knew what they were doing. I just didn't feel like they had the support they needed to get the food out fast enough. There seemed to be just too many people, not enough dining staff. As for the breakfast service, now you see it, now you don't. The Eggs Benedict was amazing. The service was great. So good. Gary and I headed off the ship late morning. No excursion for us in Ketchikan. And that is because one of my favorite TikTokers, Christine from I Live on a Ship, was doing meet and greets at Milano Jewelry. Do you know who Christine is? Do you follow her on TikTok? Let us know in the comments below. If you don't follow her and you love cruise travel, you should definitely check her TikTok out. I think she's on Facebook as well, if that's more your speed. So many ships in Ketchikan today. If you've been following us, you know Gary used to work on cruise ships and he used to do the Alaska route. And he said back in his day, in the late 90s, it used to be one small ship ported in Ketchikan, just one little ship. Today there were at least 5, maybe there were 6, I'm not sure. Everything you're seeing right now is directly by the cruise port. So there is still so much to do and see here, even if you don't book a cruise excursion. It's a small coastal town at the southern tip of the Inside Passage. It's known for its rich Native Alaskan culture, especially its totem poles. The town is surrounded by the Tockers National Forest, making it super lush and green. Plus, it's one of the rainiest places in North America, so expect misty atmospheric views. It's often called the salmon capital of the world, and it was historically a fishing hub. Today, it's a popular cruise stop with cool attractions like Creek Street, Misty Fjords, National Monument, and lots of wildlife. Bears, eagles, and even whales. Definitely a place with that classic small-town Alaska vibe. This one shop on the main drag sold some of the most incredible sculptures. I do not remember the name of this store. Do you know what it is? Please let us know in the comments below because it was absolutely incredible. But if you go here, bring your wallets because it was pricey. One sculpture we were looking at was over $35,000. Continuing on our walk, we ended up dropping into a store to pay a visit to these poor guys. You don't usually see these sort of gift shops in New York City.
Our bear collection?
This $400 real fur bear. After checking out the bears, we headed to Milano so that I could finally meet Christine. Surprise, surprise. I'm the one on TikTok. Gary's more of a YouTube guy. To our ones of followers.
Filming the conversation. Okay. I guess that's it.
And that's it. That's all of the Christine content we got. Aren't we the best YouTubers? Honestly, she was absolutely lovely. Gary's a huge fan now, too. And I'm asking you guys to please give her a follow and also check out Milano Jewelry if you're in Ketchikan. It was definitely one of the best jewelry shops on the strip. And since I'm asking y'all to follow her, I think now is as good a time as any to ask you to follow us by hitting that like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. We have so many more videos coming out about this cruise. You are not going to want to miss them, including Juneau, Skagway, a full ship tour, and so much more Celebrity Edge content. In addition, we have 3 more cruises already booked coming up. So don't miss out. Just give us a follow. So here we are in Ketchikan, Alaska. We just walked around and now we're kind of meandering back to the ship. I do have to say, I wish we had purchased an excursion here. Gary has bad knees. So if you want to get out of the shopping district, you do have to like walk up hills or stairs, and because of the knee situation, we just can't do that. So taking, a bus somewhere or maybe even like a whale watching excursion would have been nice. I do say if you come to Ketchikan and you don't have an excursion booked, be prepared to shop because there's some great souvenir stores. Specifically, there's some great sculpture stores here, and lots of really good jewelry stores, not just some of your Diamond International and Effie, but then some interesting ones like Milano Jewelry where you met Christine. So it's a cute little town. It is very trafficky, but overall we had a very pleasant time. If we ever come back though, we are excursioning it.
So as you can see behind me is probably the least expensive souvenir store we've ever been to. And so we got some really nice stuff for pretty inexpensive prices. And like Laurie said before, we probably should have gotten an excursion today, but we have 2 excursions coming up, one in Skagway and one in Juneau. We're going to go up a mountain on a tram, and we're also going to take a train ride, which I'm looking very forward to, which I've done a few dozen times already anyway. So, and this is a beautiful day. It was supposed to rain, it was supposed to be cold, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I'm very pleased we were here today. And I think that'll do it. Okay.
It was back to the ship for us and spotted a National Geographic ship. How cool, wonder where they were headed. And one of my favorite things is when you board Celebrity in Alaska, they have hot chocolate waiting for you. Hot chocolate, what a nice touch. And then I was hangry, so it was buffet time. So we're at the buffet. Gary's still getting food, and I'm kind of excited to try this little pot pie situation. So this was the one with the mushrooms. Let's see how it is. All right. Nice crust. Nice crust. All right. All right. The crust is super puffy. There's the liquid starts kind of low. Can't see it in this doing a selfie video. All right, here we go. Oh, it could be a little creamier, but I'm actually okay that it's not because I don't want to overeat. I want to save room for dessert. So it tastes really good. And let's try the crust because I didn't really get some crust with that bite. Another bite with the crust. Crust is really good. This is super unique. I love that Celebrity has this. If you're new to our channel, you may not know this, but I have some serious issues. And one of them is that I have a frosting addiction. That's right, a frosting addiction. Not a cake addiction, a frosting addiction. So what I like to do is take multiple little cakes and just eat the frosting on it. So that's what I'm doing. And look at all these amazing cake options in the buffet. How was a girl to say no? After thoroughly stuffing myself, I headed to my cousin Allison's room to see how her day went.
So, Allison, where are you?
We're in, where are we? Ketchikan. Ketchikan on our balcony. Just came back.
It's a beautiful view. And what do you have there?
They have gluten-free pizza, but they have to make a whole pie. And so they asked what I wanted, and they have red peppers. So this looks pretty good. I just had a bite. It's decent. Some gluten-free pizza can be pretty oily.
It smells good.
I like it. This crust is pretty light. Some of the crust can be really dense, kind of oily and greasy. This one's pretty good. I like it. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up? Okay.
So this is my cousin Allison, and she went on the Alaska Ketchikan small group Talbot Lake Rainforest hike today. And can you tell us a little bit about it, Allison?
Yeah, it was good. It was marked as strenuous, but it was only 1.5 miles each way, pretty flat. So we met the tour guide, and there was only 4 of us, and she took us on a van over to the Tongass National Forest. Was that it? Yeah. Essentially a nice wide flat trail, and we hiked out to a lake. They have a little cabin for supplies, and she built a little campfire. We had s'mores, and then we walked back.
Now, why was it called strenuous?
It was called strenuous. I asked the tour guide. It's only 3 miles round trip because a passenger apparently sprained their ankle at some point in the past.
But how would you label it?
I would label it, we hike a lot. So for us, I would say it was mild, but I'd say most would say maybe moderate. It's 3 miles round trip.
But not on steep hills.
Not on steep hills. Mild to flat.
And would you recommend it as a good cruise ship excursion?
I thought it was very nice. We lucked out with the weather. We didn't get rained on. But pretty, rainforest, old growth, very moist, soft kind of land everywhere. And the lake was gorgeous. You can't really walk around it, but very pretty.
And do you remember about how much the excursion was?
I want to say we got it a little bit of a discount. I think it was like $110, $120 per person, maybe.
And it was a celebrity.
It was celebrity excursion. Yeah. And
Great.
It was good. It was nice to get away from people for a bit and get a little bit of a nature bath. So
yes. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all fan inquiries can be directed to Laurie and Gary Cruise for Allison. Thank you, Allison. Since Gary was napping, I decided to stay in Allison and her husband Jason's room and enjoy the sail away. And one of the unique things about an Alaska cruise is that once you leave Ketchikan, you're basically surrounded by land for almost the rest of the entire cruise. We had later dinner reservations on this evening, so we decided to give the solarium a try. I headed back to the stateroom to grab a swimsuit. Pardon the mess, but I just want to talk about the swimsuit for a second. We just attempted to go to the solarium. Now, normally when we are on celebrity cruise ships or Royal Caribbean cruise ships, between 5 and 10, the solarium is usually pretty chill because everyone's out to dinner. But on this ship, and maybe other celebrity ships, but this is a bigger ship for us, between 5 and 7 is family time, and they cash in on that family time. Partially probably because it's too cold for them to really enjoy the outdoor pool. So all of a sudden, 4:58, the kids descended on in. And on top of that, the hot tub was lukewarm. So between the too many kids and the tepid hot tub water, the solarium was a bust. But I did want to talk about this swimsuit because it was gifted to me by a company called Fact Me, and I think it is so pretty. It's perfect for cruising because it's not too tight. So if you eat too much on your vacation, you're fine. You don't have to worry. You can still look good in a swimsuit. Let me give you a 180. So I like it because you feel very covered, but but it has the sheerness here, and I like the cut here. That kind of gives you a little bit of sexiness, if I don't say so myself. Wait, what am I supposed to say, Gary? If I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself. So if you like this swimsuit and you want to buy it, I do have a code down below. It's by Fact Me, and if you purchase it, I will get a small commission. Every ounce of money we make goes right back into the channel, so we really appreciate your purchases. The rest of our travel party had reservations elsewhere, so me, Gary, and my cousins decided to go to the Cosmopolitan main dining room, just the four of us. Here is the quick look at the menu on this evening if you want to check it out. And then I also want to say we found out that there is a specific vegetarian menu that you can ask for. If you didn't know from our last videos, my cousin Allison is vegetarian and gluten-free. So here's a quick look at the vegetarian menu. And while some of the vegetarian menu items were obviously not gluten-free, sometimes you were able to make substitutes, specifically when it came to anything involving bread.
All right, so I think this is called cauliflower flan. So it's got shrimp in it, though. It is not a vegetarian dish. It's also got a little bit of bacon. We're gonna give it a little bit of a try. Look, check it out. Don't like it. Do not like it.
Why?
It's cold. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be cold, but it's just cauliflower congealed and cold. Tastes weird to me. Gary likes it. I don't, but I'm gonna eat the shrimp out of it.
Here's an overhead view. It looked good, it just wasn't my jam.
So that's salmon. What is it exactly?
What'd you get, babe? What is that?
It's a salmon with cucumbers, and I don't know what kind of sauce that is.
It's called salmon gravlax.
Salmon what, honey?
Gravlax.
Gravele.
Gravlax.
Gravelous?
Gravlax.
Gravelace.
Gravlax.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Anyway, it looks good, and I'm going to give it a go. This is a good bite. Oh, wow. Not only does it come, it comes with caviar as well. It's super delicious and super fresh. Oh, if you're ever on this ship, order this. Wonderful.
All right, you guys, I got the corn chowder here. It comes with this nice little breadstick with some popcorn on it. Ooh, I'm just going to dip it. We've said it before. We'll say it again. You can't go wrong with a hot soup on a ship. This is awesome. It's hot. The corn is smooth and tasty. It hits just right. Love it. So I got the wedge salad with honey mustard. My cousin Allison here got the beet salad. Looks pretty good. And Gary got the wedge salad with blue cheese, right, babe? Yeah. They can't hear you.
It's so good.
That's better. All right. We're going to enjoy them.
Is that a problem?
What did you get, Alice?
Okay, I might say it wrong, but it's the caprese salad.
Okay.
And it was on the vegetarian menu. Highly recommend you look at the vegetarian menu. There's some good stuff on there. So this looks very nice.
It looks great.
It does.
Nice thick slices.
I know. I think there's basil and a little balsamic on the side. It's really good. I like the basil. I wouldn't mind a little bit more dressing or balsamic, but it's very tasty.
All right. I've never had an oxtail before. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, you don't even really need
Oh,
a
it just
knife.
falls
It just
apart.
falls apart. Okay. I figure when in Alaska. All right, ready?
Verdict?
It tastes a bit like short rib, slightly tougher, but I think it's cooked well, and I like the sauce. And yeah, I'm excited to dig in.
So I got a rigatoni dish. It looks amazing. There's prosciutto. There's mushrooms, peas. Um, I'm just gonna dive in there and see if I can get as much of everything that's in there. Here goes.
I like it better than the texture of the stuff.
It's so good. Oh man, it's so good.
All this stuff.
Oh, look at the cheese that's in there. Oh man.
Nice.
And that is going to wrap up this video. By the way, it was about 9 p.m. at this point and it was still light outside. So cool. Once again, just asking you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification button on. Super appreciated. And until the next time, we want you to live your best cruise life. Bye-bye.